So Piers Morgan is with the number one Luke's Maxer clavicular, and he wastes his time by just pressing him on the hit song issue. He just kept on pressing him the why he was in the van and why he was enjoying and nodding and actually singing along to the song with the guys like Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, and Sneak War, like pretty right-wing guys. And Pierce actually believes that Clav does not even have the same opinions. He doesn't share the same opinions. So why was he hanging out with those guys? And second of all, does he want to apologize for playing that song? And Clav was like, first of all, I didn't play the song. I'm not involved with those guys to talk about politics. He doesn't have any political stances. He says he wants to stay away from this issue. Pierce kept on asking him about the whole thing. The interview was like 58 minutes or something, and Pierce spent like 20 minutes just asking about the same thing and bringing the topic several times during the debate when Clav mentioned that he had no interest in discussing the topic. But Clav came prepared. I like that. So he brought the Epstein Island thing, and I know Pierce was not actually on the island, but he does have a picture with Ghislaine Maxwell. So Clav actually brought it up, and Pierce actually had to explain himself for like 5 minutes. I also love the line when Clav was kind of fed up with the bullshit that Pierce was bringing in, and he was like, you're with the number one looks maxer, and instead of improving your looks, so your wife doesn't have to tweet about sleeping with, playing around with somebody else, you could take this opportunity, but he's kind of wasting it. So that was a good gotcha moment, and he also played that fuck thingy on his computer, so that was kind of good. Yeah, they did some discussion on some basic issues as well. They did talk about like surgical procedures and all of this. And Pierce was like, I will mog you. And then Clav was like, yeah, sure, try. Mogging basically outshining somebody. Then they talk about gesture maxing and all of this stuff. And we're talking about the surgical procedures. And Clav was like, this is like extreme sort of looks maxing, but that there's surface level looks maxing, which is basically just losing weight. Because then your body is in shape, your body looks back better. And then they were talking about like Clav talking about Sydney Sweeney, how she's not beautiful when you just look at the dimensions of the face, because he's looking at it from an objective point of view. And then some of the other actors too. And Pierce basically says that you don't have to have the surgical procedures done. You don't have to look smacks to actually look better, because sometimes they can actually make you look worse. And then he comes up with the name of the actors, like these are the ones who actually look pretty good. And then Clav actually explains that these guys actually do look smaxing. Like there was a mention of a couple of the guys, Brad Pitt and a couple of other guys, and Clav actually has studied those guys, and he was saying that they had like the surgical procedures done. Cristiano Ronaldo as well, that he had a lot of procedures done actually to look better. So yeah, I mean, it was they could have talked more about it, but just kept on bringing the song. And you know, this is what I love about Pierce as well. Like, I hate about Pierce, but I love about Pierce because he wants to have like a critical, heated debate. That's what he wants to have. So it does get all the spotlight. Like, it's good for the people who actually come on Pierce's show, because you're gonna get pressed on it. Pierce is gonna stab you pretty hard. And if you're looking for the views, if you're looking for the audience, you definitely are capturing a lot of it, because the next there's going to be a lot of clips of you with Piers Morgan. Whether Pierce got you or you got Pierce, you destroy Pierce, whatever.